But I'm in corporate. The days of being a hooper are now gone, but I still had the swag, the mannerisms. I could still play. I played pretty much every week with my coworkers, with my bosses. I played all the time. The idea of being a hooper never really left me, right? As I got older, I now realized that the way that I was trying to learn basketball, the way that I was trying to play it, everything that I was trying to do was not productive to my development, honestly. Like, experience is experience, so obviously just playing ball is good experience. Hooping is really, really good. So obviously I gotten a lot better. Like, I feel confident now that I can go any gym and I feel comfortable. But, back in the day, because I was trying to be like everyone else, I never focused on the things that I was good at. Because no, that's not what Allen Iverson does, or no, that's not what LeBron does. I have to play like them, act like them, do like them, and then I'm telling you, that's only going to hurt your. It's only going to hurt your brand. It's only going to hurt your life. It's going to hurt everything you do when you live a life trying to be like somebody else. You'll never reach your full potential because you're trying to reach someone else's. Who said you can't use gaming to encourage people? Who said you can't use gaming to teach people the ways? Not me. Welcome to the new episode of Gems and Gaming. Get ready as we log in to share some life wisdom and put you on game. Let's get it. Yo, what's going on, y'all? We're just gonna continue Skyrim like we've been playing. What's funny is I don't remember. Okay, we were doing some quests on the last one that I ended up finishing after I stopped recording. It was a decent mission. It was okay. It's funny how the couriers know exactly where you are.
He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours.
But he found me in a secret base, which is hilarious. But today's lesson is kind of similar to, was that the letter? Or is it normally like a mission pops up when you read some letter or some book, the quest tells you what's next. But no, here we go. Who knows? I probably got so many letters I haven't opened at all. But for this Gems in Gaming, I'll try to get on track. It's very serious, I would say. It's extremely important, like everything that I speak on, at least at the moment, or the moment that I speak on it. To me, I find it very important. And with this sort of topic, you kind of will automatically know what I'm talking about. And I said this in a recent speech. I said that your personal brand is under attack. Your identity is under attack. I should say that. That's probably better. There's a battle for your identity every single day that you wake up, every single day that you go to work, every single day that you go to school, when you go home, wherever you're at. You always need to be mindful that there is a battle for your identity wherever you are. And here's what I mean. I'm watching my daughter grow, and it's just interesting that ever since the day that she was born, like the exact day that she was born, I pay very close attention to her mannerisms, what she is afraid of, what she smiles at, what she laughs at, what makes her happy, her thinking face, like every detail since the day she was born to how old she is as at the current day that I'm recording this video or even watching this video, I pay very, very close attention to who she is as a human being, as a person. And one thing I truly believe is, she's going to be the exact same way 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, etc. She's still going to be the exact person that I'm falling in love with and fell in love with. And in the past, I've said this before. Some people challenge me on it, but in the past, I've said, who you are the day you were born is all you need it to be for the rest of your life. And if you don't like who you are, then that statement kind of irritates you. It's kind of like, what do you mean? Everything that I am already is all I need to be. It's like, well, you can't really change the fact that you are a unique individual. You are a unique person. And when you were born with everything you needed to continue to be that unique person, which is your human body. Like you can't pick your stats. You can't choose how you look. You can't choose how you sound. You can't choose your height. I mean, can't choose your age, right? You just are who you are the day that you're born. And I met a lot of people that try to abandon who they are to fit in. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I wanted to play basketball growing up. Maybe around like 15 years old, which is a very late start for any sport, dude, if I'm being honest. But, I'm 15 years old. I want to play basketball. I have no type of formal training, nor did I even consider really getting formal training. I just went out there and started practicing. We might have to abandon my horse, I feel. Yeah, I just went out and started practicing and started shooting. Found a friend in the neighborhood that had a basketball goal in his driveway and just started playing. I just started practicing. At school, I started hanging out with the other hoopers. I started hanging out with the other basketball players. And that taught me, okay, this is how they walk. This is how they talk. This is how they move. This is how they operate. I watched the NBA, so I would try to mimic all the NBA players that I saw because I knew, all right, I knew that I wanted to play ball, so I need to act like basketball players. This is the thought process in my head. So eventually I grew to learn how to move and operate like a basketball player. I was very laid back. I shouldn't say was, I guess I am, but laid back, calm. Like I was told to act cool in certain moments. I can't react a certain way in certain moments because that's not what hoopers do. All right, this is what I'm learning as I'm watching and mimicking others that had something that I wanted. So I remember eventually I went to college. I didn't make the teams that I wanted to make, so I went to college and I'm like, all right, I'll play D1. I mean D1. If you could just walk on any college and play D1, you're a bad person. But what's it called? Intramurals. I started playing intramurals, and most of the other hoopers in there either played for their teams or never made the team. Whatever. They were still they were hungry. So it was a lot of young men that was still developing their game, and this. When you 18, 19, 20, 21, the development can be tremendously high very quickly. It's just what I've learned in life, and especially hanging out with other hoopers. And I remember I was walking one day and I heard this girl say, like in a group, "Oh, I know them. I don't know why I know them." And she was referring to me and a few other people I was hanging out with. And someone commented and said, "Oh, that's because they're hoopers. That's why you know them." Which was at the time, the dopest compliment that I could have ever gotten, because that's exactly what I wanted to That's exactly what I was aspiring for. I wanted to be a hooper. Uh, Fast forward, I'm in corporate. I'm well past any opportunity to play for the leagues that I wanted to play in. um, I'm only laughing because now, at my age, I'm like, yo, we're the 30 and up leagues, man. I need the slower game basketball if I'm going to be able to enjoy my hobby. But I'm in corporate. The days of being a hooper are now gone, but I still had the swag, the mannerisms. I could still play. I played pretty much every week with my coworkers, with my bosses. I played all the time. The idea of being a hooper never really left me, right? As I got older, I now realized that the way that I was trying to learn basketball, the way that I was trying to play it, everything that I was trying to do was not productive to my development, honestly. Like, experience is experience, so obviously just playing ball is good experience. Um, Hooping is really, really good. So obviously I gotten a lot better. Like, I feel confident now that I can go any gym and I feel comfortable. But back in the day, because I was trying to be like everyone else, I never focused on the things that I was good at. Because no, that's not what Allen Iverson does, or no, that's not what LeBron does. I have to play like them, act like them, do like them, and then I'm telling you, that's only going to hurt your. It's only going to hurt your brand. It's only going to hurt your life. It's going to hurt everything you do when you live a life trying to be like somebody else. You'll never reach your full potential because you're trying to reach someone else's potential. And it doesn't make any sense because their potential is their potential. It's not yours. So trying to act and be like everyone else is only going to hurt you. Trust me, as someone that thought, all right, if I just act like these other people, I'll be successful in these areas. No, 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 no. Let's cap. I'm trying to tell you right now, the best thing you can do right now is unlearn everything that you've absorbed when trying to imitate other people and trying to be just like other people's brand, and rediscover who you are. That's what I mean by it's a battle for your identity. Throughout your life, and I'm generalizing, so this might not be an issue for everyone, but throughout your life, you've been told to act like or be like other people because that other person is successful and you are not. Therefore, if you want to be, then be like that person. The issue with that is the person that got successful before you probably was being themselves. And you're now trying to act like them. And they didn't have to try to act like anyone else. They were just being themselves. And that made them far more valuable than you. Or other people that are trying to copy other people. Anyone that does not have their own personality, or anyone that tries to act and behave like other people, we call those people NPCs. Anyone that's not a playable character, you are an NPC. You're not even attempting to be like the person, like the main character of your own story. You're just like, I'll live my life and be in my story, but let me try to be like this other person. It's ridiculous. Man, this game gets crazy. I'm talking about mission complete, but it's a whole portal to like, man, what is going on? Yeah, you know, I'm just telling you from experience of starting my business and now giving like workshops and getting paid for, being me, getting paid for my brand, getting paid for not having to do anything different. But I did have to go years of trial and error to become the person that I am today, to even feel comfortable enough to tell other people, like, hey, listen, who you are is enough. Trust me. And of course, saying trust me is not enough to get you to see that. You're going to have to see that for yourself. And you know, once you experience it for yourself, then you'll listen to these words or listen to this video and be like, yeah, he's 100% right. And you'll be telling other people, your identity is under attack. There's a battle for your identity in this game we call life. And you have the ability to win that battle. So we're going to stop it here because this looks like a fun place to go through. How long have we been recording? Only 13 minutes? Y'all want to just finish this? All right, fine. Let's go ahead and finish this. Because I'm sure this will be the last thing. I mean, I don't know how much more I need to elaborate on this, because I'm sure you understand it. What did it say, dude? Defeat Zarg. I just get attacked by this tree. That's crazy. Blood grass. You know, I love harvesting, so that's crazy that trees attack you. Bro, what? Just a shield inside a random cave, huh? Inside some goo. I'm with it. Yeah, we can. Let's see. I've never been here, so I'm just continuing this, and we're going to explore this together. Here's my issue. Now that I started, I can't just like stop. I want y'all to see what happens. I'm sure you're probably thinking the same thing. Now that we're already here, I might as well finish. Because I was thinking about stopping after seeing the death horse. But keeping going is important. Consistency is major, especially when you're trying to find your own brand. You know, it's very important to not give up hope, especially if you're like me and you get discouraged a lot. Is that my heartbeat? That's something you never want to hear. Yo, is that my heart? Alright, so it looks like it's just beating a couple of guys in hell. I love doing that. I love pulling up the hill and fighting the devil right on his doorstep and then going back to Earth and letting y'all know, like, hey, did you know that you can win the fight against the devil? I truly believe that. I don't know, you know, if whoever's listening believes that, but I think it's crazy to think that you couldn't survive a fight against the devil. That's the whole point of the game in life, is that there's an opportunity for you to win. Alright. Let's go finish. And let's chase that flaming horse. And then I guess we can call it a day after that. I mean, how messed up would it have been if I stopped entering the gates of hell to stop my message early? And if you know me, you're probably... I can't stand, like, the idea of how hell was depicted, if I'm being honest. Like, the whole concept. Is this guy not on our team? You gotta forgive me, bro. You look just like the demons I just summoned. Yeah, I don't like the idea of how hell is depicted because I don't know. I don't like speculating anything. Oh, we got a fight, buddy. That horse looks so cool too. I assumed I could get it, but I guess not. Well, pulled up at the devil's doorstep. Gave him an arrow to the heart, like a gangster. So, I guess we're almost done with this. I think we are done. So I went to hell. I grabbed 2. Oh, am I getting jumped? No, just 2 people? Okay. It's not that bad in here, actually. Like, I imagine I would get jumped by 1,000 people. And you got Buddy running. Hey, boy, cower in fear. He almost got the cross. I got the Jesus piece on, that's why. He's like, oh. Listen, I know a lot of people talk smack about him, but not me, I swear. Nah, big dog. The power of Christ compels you, my boy. Stop playing with us. Alright, now escape. Man, this was more intense than I thought it was going to be. This is the first piece of content I'm actually making today before I move over to my business. So this was an interesting start. Who is this? Yeah, he getting jumped by the whole squad. At least I think he's getting jumped by all. Yeah.
Smell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
Are these people revived? They definitely are. Did Jazargo do that? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it though. I think we are actually escaping. So just because I stopped it yesterday and there was better content, I didn't want to stop it too soon today. And it looks like we're good, if I'm being honest. I don't know what happened in this storyline. Just gonna go ahead and get up out of here. No point in fighting battles that are unnecessary. But look, I mean, at this point, I think we're good. You know, you guys understand the concept. There is a battle for your identity, and you need to make sure that you don't stop fighting for it. Every single place that you go, every single day, every single location, you need to make sure that you're staying true to you. Plain and simple. And if you can do that, then I promise you, you will win in the game of life. Y'all take it easy. God bless.